allowed my mother-in-law to steal my husband's wallet at his funeral. She ended up spending over $100,000 in a month on his credit card. So I reported her to the police and got her sentenced to over a decade in jail, and now everyone is calling me cruel. My husband William died suddenly at 32. Massive heart attack while jogging. No warning signs. One minute he was healthy, the next minute I was planning a funeral I never thought I'd have to plan for another 50 years. At the viewing, I stood near the casket, greeting people. That's when I saw her. Veronica, my mother-in-law, leaning over William's body like she was saying goodbye. Her hand slipped into his suit jacket. I watched her palm his wallet and slide it into her purse in one smooth motion. I should have stopped her right there, but I didn't, because 3 weeks before William died, he'd told me something that changed everything. Veronica had called him at 11 p.m., drunk and crying. She needed money. Again, this time it was $50,000. She'd burned through her entire divorce settlement from husband number 3 in less than 2 years. Trips to Paris, a new Mercedes, designer clothes she wore once and forgot about. William had always helped her before. Always. 5,000 here, 10,000 there. He felt guilty because she'd raised him alone after his dad left. At least that's the story she told everyone. But that night, for the first time in his life, William said no. He told her we were saving for a house, that we had our own future to think about. She lost it. Screamed at him for 20 minutes about how ungrateful he was, how she sacrificed everything to raise him, how he owed her. She called him selfish, said he'd forgotten where he came from. William hung up shaking. He looked at me and said, "I can't keep doing this." 2 weeks later, he was gone. So when I saw her take that wallet at the funeral, I made a decision. I let her have it. The next morning, I got the first fraud alert. $3,200 at Nordstrom. I approved it. Day 2, $8,000 at a luxury spa resort in Scottsdale. Approved. Day 3, $6,500 at Tiffany & Co. Approved. I watched every single charge come through. My phone buzzed constantly. She was spending like she'd won the lottery. Day 7, $15,000 deposit for a Mediterranean cruise. Day 12, $22,000 at a plastic surgery consultation center. Day 18, $11,000 at a high-end furniture store. My sister found out what I was doing on day 14. She came over, saw the spreadsheet I'd been keeping, and asked if I'd lost my mind. "Are you seriously just letting her steal from William's account?" I told her to trust me. See, what Veronica didn't know was that 6 months before William died, when his company gave him a promotion, my lawyer advised us to separate our finances for estate planning purposes. William's personal account, the one connected to that credit card, had been closed after he died. Every charge Veronica made was routing through a temporary card I'd activated specifically to track her spending. The credit card company flagged it immediately as suspicious, but I kept confirming the charges, telling them I'd authorized a family member to use it temporarily. I wasn't losing a dime, but she didn't know that, and I needed her to feel comfortable enough to keep going. By day 28, she'd spent $127,000. She'd posted photos all over Facebook. Bottles of champagne on a yacht, designer bags lined up on her bed, a photo of her at the spa with the caption, "Self-care isn't selfish." On day 29, I called the police. I showed them everything. The security footage from the funeral home showing her taking the wallet, the spreadsheet with every fraudulent charge, screenshots of her social media posts bragging about her purchases, recorded conversations where she told friends that William would have wanted her to have this. They arrested her at the furniture store while she was picking out a $9,000 couch. Her lawyer tried to argue that greed made her act irrationally, that she wasn't thinking clearly after losing her son. The prosecutor pulled up her Facebook posts. In one photo, taken 4 days after the funeral, she was literally holding a champagne glass with the caption, "New Beginnings." The judge wasn't sympathetic. She got 12 years. Wire fraud, identity theft, and credit card fraud across state lines. Now William's family won't talk to me. His aunt called me vindictive. His cousin said I could have just asked for the money back, that I didn't have to destroy her life. But here's what they don't understand. She called my dying husband selfish for finally setting a boundary. She stole from him at his own funeral, and then she celebrated. I didn't destroy her life. She did that herself. Some debts aren't about money. They're about respect, and she never had any for him when he was alive. So no, I don't feel guilty. I feel like I finally did something William was too kind to do himself.